25-year-old mechanic lost his life as he was about to carry out repair on a motorcycle in Little London, Westmoreland. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with our latest report. We'll be right back after this short break with the full details to come. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk. This is the place where we discuss issues of national importance, global importance, or the situations that are buzzing in the news. So over the past few years, we have seen an escalation in crime and violence, and our wonderful island of Jamaica is becoming rampant with criminal activities and people losing their life innocently while traversing the streets or just going about their day-to-day business. One have to imagine when will this come to an end, because we have seen so much situation unfolding over the past few weeks where innocent people life have been snuffed out just because they might be at the wrong place at the wrong time, or maybe just in the wrong company at a particular time when certain situations unfold. So we're gonna touch now over into Westmoreland, in which an individual lost his life while he was about to carry out repairs on a motorcycle. But before we actually get into that story, we have seen over the past few years where crime and violence has become the norm, and people don't seem too perturbed when situations such as these unfold, where innocent people's lives have been snuffed out violently or just because of some simple situation that could have been talked over. We have seen the Jamaica Constabulary Force implementing a number of measures, and also the government, in order to see how best they can curtail the rapid spread of crime and violence that is plaguing all parishes of the country. Gone are the days when certain things would be isolated to a specific or a geographical location of Jamaica. We have seen crime and violence escalate to some normally quiet communities that have been racked by some real serious criminal activities. And when we look on what is going in our country, it's as if our country is turning upside down and these criminals are getting the upper hand based on what we see being portrayed on social media, and how some of these things are being glorified as if this is the norm. This is not the norm. We weren't brought up like this, and when we look at the state of which our country is at right now, where crime and violence seem as if it's been normalized, our society is in trouble based on what we see happening. So the story that I'm about to talk about now will take us over to the western side of the island, Westmoreland to be exact, in the Little London retreat area of Westmoreland. So Westmoreland is no safe haven to crime and violence, and over the past few years, this western side of the island, Little London in the retreat area, has become one of those parishes that is a cause for concern, not only for the police and also members of the government, but also the community members, they themselves, who are living in real serious fear. So the story now that I'm about to talk about involves a 25-year-old individual who succumbed to injuries he sustained in a very violent gun attack, and he has been identified as 25-year-old Adam Simit. So we're going to update you with this story right now, right here on Links 007 TV Let's Talk. So a mechanic was shot and succumbed to injuries in a retreat Little London, Westmoreland, by men on motorcycles posing as customers just a day before he was due to host his fish fry. Now this incident might seem as if this was a targeted attack based on how it unfolded, as these individuals made certain that when they left the area that no life was left in the 25-year-old individual identified as Adam Simit. So the deceased man is otherwise known as Corey, and reports are that He was at a business establishment carrying out mechanical work on motorcycles when two individuals posing as customers drove up, and they actually questioned Simit for assistance to attend them about defects about their motorcycle. So it is stated that as Simit walked towards the men, one of them brandished a firearm, and this now was at the point where Simit came to the conclusion that something was seriously wrong. He tried to make good his escape, but he was actually chased by the individual who continued to fire, hitting him multiple times in his back. It's further been reported that Simit was at his friend's yard where he worked as a bike mechanic when the two individuals posing as customers drove up and questioned Simit for assistance about defects about their own personal motorcycle. Simit was chased by these individuals and shot multiple times before collapsing. It's further reported that after he collapsed a short distance, the gunman then came over him and pumped more bullets into his body in order to make sure that if he was ever taken to the place of recovery, there will be no recovery for him. So the friend that was with Simit at the time of the incident had to make a hasty retreat as well, and he was not armed during this incident. That just goes to show that this was actually a planned and targeted attack on Adam Simit. However, the police were alerted, and on their arrival, Simit was seen laying face down with what appears to be multiple gunshot wounds to his back. Simit's sister, Renique Dennis Bowers, was brought to tears as she told reporters that when she heard of the news of her brother, this left her in total disbelief, as she was not expecting a news such as this, as she was about to start her shift at work, and when she got the call about her older brother and how he was brutally taken out, she was left to nothing but tears. As other family members try to console each other by holding back the tears, they are hoping that the authorities can put the missing pieces of the puzzle together as to why someone would want to take the life of Adam Simit. As the family right now, they are left puzzled and without no true meaning behind what transpired here, and with no real motive as to why this happened. The family is left in total disbelief and shock based on news of this as it spread throughout the Little London community. The sister of the deceased described the current situation in Jamaica as bad, and how crime and violence has escalated beyond control, and how innocent people's lives are being snuffed out. She is particularly worried about her mother, who is deeply saddened by the untimely passing of her son, and she says she's unable to comfort her at this moment as she's overseas. The father of Adam Simit is left in total disbelief, and he has always told himself that if his son should die before him, he will be unable to live. As news spread of the unfortunate circumstances surrounding the life of this 25-year-old individual being taken, the family and the community, they are left puzzled as to why someone would want to carry out such a vicious act on this young 25-year-old individual. He was doing something that he loved, something that he enjoyed doing on a day-to-day basis, and it's just a mere fact of luck that his friend narrowly escaped his own life being taken as he witnessed the whole entire situation unfolding right in front of his eyes, and there is nothing that he could have done. However, he made good his escape, leaving his friend behind to face the reality which was about to unfold. As the family tried to console each other, we here at Links 007 TV just want to take this opportunity just to express our sincere condolences to the family and friends, because I can tell you based on reports coming out of Little London, Westmoreland, the family members are having a real difficult time trying to come to terms with the untimely passing of this individual who was loved by his family. But all I can say, this is stemming from something. Whether we will find out in the future, we don't know. This is where I believe we're going to leave this story down though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV Let's Talk. And if it's the first time you're watching, please subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed and productive day from the Links TV team.
Links TV. Entertainment with a difference. Subscribe now to Links TV.